People of the internet, this here is the face of a giant cuck. This guy is one of the most obnoxious, just loser people I've ever come across. And it's not because I don't like his comedy. It's not because of any of that. It's the fact of who this person is. Does anyone remember the last time this guy was on Joe Rogan? And the guy just did an insecurity dump. He talked about he ruined his family, all because he's so insecure and anxious and just a fucking weirdo. And then he's like, "Oh, I'm religious again." And it's just like, this guy is one of the biggest losers to ever grace the podcast of Joe Rogan. And I mean, that's saying a lot, because there are a bunch of losers that go on that podcast. But here we are, Chris Distefano, cucking it up for Daddy Rogan. And this guy just makes me sick. But I might lose my mind here. I might just start screaming. I might smash my screen. Just hearing this guy just rationalize how retarded he is. It just, oh.
The episode with Joe Rogan is up right now. And honestly, dude, the Joe Rogan episode, I'm going to be fully 100% honest with you. Me and Giannis bombed. Okay? I mean, we were taking big swigs and we were bombing. And it got to the point where we had so many jokes that missed that we were starting to just do it for each other. And every time one of us, like Giannis made a Wagovi joke, Giannis goes, yeah, I think for Christmas this year, I'm going to put Wagovi in my family stockings. And I was like, and Joe was like, why would you do that? And just stared at the both of us. And then I was kicking him under the table. I was like, ah.
Notice his shirt says "Mindset is everything." This is something else that I just get sparked to anger. All of this motivational crap, all of this, look, you're allowed to do whatever you want in life. You know why? Because nobody knows what the purpose of life is. Not nobody. And anybody that has died and seen what's on the other side, they ain't told us. So this whole culture, and it's one of the reasons I don't like Joe Rogan anymore. This bro, like, go hunting. Look, I was a videographer on some of the most expensive, most exclusive hunts you can go on, hunting some of the animals in the world that you got to have like $500,000, $300, $400 extra just to buy the tag. Not to mention pay for the flights, the helicopter rides. We were riding helicopters, flying in planes to get to some of these locations. And like, hunting is retarded. All these no, it's because you're short. And you're mad about being short, that you got to use some kind of bow or something to make you seem like a real man, because nobody can see you without looking down. I've been on them hunts. They're fun. And you know the funny thing about these hunts where, oh, we're a man mindset. We got to run ultra marathons every day. Rah, 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 rah. You know what it is? These people are wasteful. Because what happens when you kill like a ram or one of these giant mountain goats or one of these giant elk? The elk is the only thing that they take a lot of the meat from. These goats, these mountain goats, these rams, these big Rocky Mountain rams, whichever of the Grand Slam you're hunting, they cut out the back straps. They cape it out. Caping means they take the fur, the skin, whatever it is, off. And then they throw the rest of it right down the mountain. So people pay almost $500,000 upwards to $1 million to go on these hunts. And then they just throw the animal down the canyon or just leave it for the bears or whatever. Which, I mean, okay, but like, isn't that wasteful? I don't know. I'm not going to go on this long hunt thing. I just really didn't like hunting. Not to mention, the people that hunt, they were scamming the whole time. These hunters, everyone's scamming, dude. I swear to God. Oh, my God. I'm losing my... Can we be honest? Anyways, back to this mindset is everything. I hate this motivational horseshit. These guys that sell it like, I ran ultra marathons. I did it because I loved running. But I don't do it anymore. And I'm not sitting there like, oh, my God. My life is incomplete. Put my shoes on my feet and let me run. Running ultras every day. Cause I'm... You know what I was going to say next, but I won't say it. Anyways. I think these guys that sell all this motivational mindset, all of that, they're snake oil salesmen. They're selling you something because let me tell you something. Life is hard. Life is difficult. Life is really rough. Life throws so many curveballs, you can't know it. And look, some people get lucky. Some people get rich. Some people got to work minimum wage their whole life. It's just the way it is. Yes, we could change things, but there's so many things affecting our environment. Sometimes we don't get to the top. Most people don't get to the top. Most people are ordinary, just like me. I am extraordinary. Not extraordinary, extraordinary. I am an ordinary guy. And if you tried to believe all this stuff, they'll tell you, read a chapter of a book, take a cold shower, don't eat carbs, and your whole life will change. Do it for 50 days, do 100. No, you look, they're just they're capitalizing on your desperate behavior. And this guy is a prime example. He could be a real estate agent. He could be a car salesman. He could be a Cutco knife salesman. Because those are the people that believe that shit. Dumb ass motherfucking con artist people believe that stuff. Everyone is trying to sell you some bullshit instead of honesty. And I'm going to be honest with you. That's bullshit. Because mindset ain't everything. Every day I wake up and I'm like, I'm a superhero. Don't make me a superhero, does it? Makes me extraordinary like I was the day before. My mindset can change every day. My mindset could change. And I still make mistakes with a mindset. I know that was long.
And then, dude, I had a couple of ones that bombed hard. I did this one where I just started ripping a Korean accent, and it was an awful Korean accent. Giannis was laughing, and Joe was just looking at me smoking his cigar. Just watch. I felt like I was doing a Korean accent in front of like my high school principal. I was just absolutely bombing. But at the end, here's the thing. Joe Rogan, it's just great to do because it's like a great muscle to build because you just got to keep doing, jokes and whatever. And sometimes he laughs, sometimes he doesn't because Joe is just Joe, man. That's what I love about Joe is you know what Joe is? Joe is, he represents the truth. So that's what I love about Joe Rogan. And that now after the fourth or fifth time doing the show is what he represents is the truth. He's not going to laugh to make you feel better. He's going to laugh because he genuinely thinks it's funny. And if it's not funny, he's not going to laugh. And I appreciate that about Joe.
Dude, this is the kind of guy that will watch somebody do his wife and then cut the balls and tickle him just so he gets a little extra sensation. That's this guy. This guy, you know what? I am just starting to be convinced. Listen, I'm not a smart genius. I'm not special. I don't think I'm better or above anybody, right? But I think I've attained a little bit of common sense of how to navigate through the world and not upset too much and leave people alone, right? But I'm starting to believe if people like this are getting popular, that there are just a lot of retarded people on this planet, like a large significant amount. And they are just so stupid that they listen to a man like this. I get it. We can all have opinions. Comedy is subjective. But this is a giant pussy. And you should never listen to one of these. Never. This guy, he is sitting there on his knees. Daddy Rogan. And Rogan ain't even a daddy. He's only a daddy to these guys. I'd mistake Rogan for a kid going to school if he had on a backpack. Oh, you guys didn't laugh. God damn it. Anyways, let's keep going. Let's see how much deeper it goes. Chris Distefano is choking right now.
He is just, and he will tell you the truth. Well, all your other, he was the only one that told me, hey, you're an idiot for selling your house on Staten Island. So don't let anyone tell you that was a good decision.
It was probably the first person he told because everybody would tell you you're an idiot.
But what's beautiful about Joe, when I've gone to now actually become friendly with him, and he's told me off air, you have any big decisions in your life, call me. I'll give you my time and I'll give you my advice. And I'm like, that's awesome.
Isn't that kind of weird? You want another man telling you that you need to go through him before you make a bit. Listen to this. He's trying to name drop and be like, look, Joe Rogan kind of likes me now. This is what Joe Rogan says. You are such an idiot, that Joe Rogan wants you to call him so you don't make more idiot choices. And so that before you make idiot choices, he could tell you you're an idiot. That's what Joe Rogan is saying. This man is just like, bend over, dog. Grab onto the wall, buckle in, and take your lesson for the day. Bro, this is getting me so mad. This is what made me mad when I listened to the podcast where he's like, oh, I'm so insecure. Oh, shut up. Life is hard. Stop always trying to be the victim. This is the guy that always wants to be the victim. I had a friend like that. We're not friends anymore because it gets old. Realize life is not fair. Life is hard. Life is going to beat you up, drag you down, and that's just how it goes. You're going to have a lot more hard times than you're going to have good times, but enjoy the good times because the hard times are coming right back. And many people just want to believe that I could put on a t-shirt that says mindset is everything, show everybody that, ooh, I work on myself because I got a t-shirt. That says it. Dude, I'm fucking mad today, man. I
appreciate that at all. I would love to ask you what house I should buy while you're skinning an elk.
Dude, I hate this guy. What a fucking loser. Look at that face. Look, he's just searching around looking for approval because he said something. Oh, he made fun of Joe Rogan a little bit. Now he's got to make sure the audience is okay. Let me catch my breath here. Okay. If y'all just stop trying to impress everybody, stop caring what other people think, and just do you regardless. Life will be so much better. Don't care about other people. Most of the time, other people are thinking about themselves, not you. While you're worrying about yourself and what other people think, they're thinking about their own problems. These people just, they're highs and lows and highs and lows and highs and lows and up. They're yo-yos because they're dependent on what the world around them says about them to feel. Could you imagine? Every day I make a video and people shit on me every day. Could you imagine if I was just like breaking down constantly about all my insecurities on these videos? It's crazy. Let me give you another advice. If you're a creator, if you post on social media, if you post a story on Instagram, I'm going to give you one of the best advice you've ever heard. You ready? Just because it's in the comments doesn't make it true. Y'all are so worried about comments, likes, it doesn't make it true. There are a lot of badass, good-looking bitches that have 2-3 likes on their photos. There's a lot of really good singers, a lot of talented people that nobody follows. And then there's a lot of dumb people like this guy, Bert Kreischer, Tom Segura, that follow other dumb people. Stop worrying about it. Own your life. Be who you are regardless. That's what I do. It took me a long time to learn it. And I'm not perfect. And I'm not saying I got my mindset is everything t-shirt because I done the work. But I am much happier when I post this video up here and let it be what it is. because this is what I want to do, regardless of what the comments say. Be that way. Live your life regardless what the comments say, because you only get one. And if you end up like a giant pussy like this guy, imagine how miserable living with all that anxiety is. You could see it on his face right there. Insecure, miserable, anxious as all get out. What a horrible life. You've got one, and you want to live it like this, buddy? Dude, you make me... I can't stand this guy. Peace.
Know you like to bang, you don't stay.